My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Monster Train, friends and foes. It's time to continue with the Will Denton here in Covenant 25. Double restoration detonation, single focus growth, double molten encasement. Hang on. Give me that Permarooted, buddy. Come on. Root. No. Quick, I guess. Right, take quick. So, if you're wondering what I'm looking for here, Molten Encasement, Extinguish, apply 2 stealth to friendly units. Yes, the Seraph the Chase is here, which is going to mean I'm losing stealth stacks on that floor. But if this gets endless and I put it in front of a Will Denton, that roots enemies to the floor, it dies. Will Denton roots all of the enemies. I've given Will Denton the quick here as well so that I can get them a multi-strike later, if possible. But also roots enemies to the floor so they don't leave and they stay there. And then I play the Molten Encasement again, and then they hit the Molten Encasement, and then Will Denton gets them again. And it continues like that until we win. Apply daze to enemy units when they enter the room below the pyre room. So that would actually give me the ability. No, but Will Denton is also kind of already hitting on a floor where all the enemies are dazed because it's quick. I'm going to go for the pyre wall to save us some HP earlier so that I can take more risks in order to get more resources. Yikes. Number of enemies enter with spikes 3. That could be a problem, right? Ah! I clicked it! I clicked it! You saw me click it! Oh, bugger. I swear I clicked that. You know it, game. You're just lying. Why the heck you lying? Alright, fine. Oh gosh, why'd you have to be there as well? Taking the gamble, it was going to be on the top floor here. Let's go like that. What I'm doing here is just trying to get more train stewards in the revive pool. Why should I even be doing that? Good reason to do that? Not really, I don't think. Oh well. Yeah, this whole fight has been horribly mismanaged. Just tragically, awfully mismanaged. There we go. I'm going to do that just to get all the chumps down. Also fills our reform pool with... not those, unfortunately, but... let's see how this goes. Top floor will be fine, right? Yeah. Resto Detto, and throw out a root seeds too. Vinegrass, Steel Enhancer, and Sting? Vinegrass would give me the ability to kill my own Molten Encasements. As well as still have the ability to redirect everything else. Subsuming Blade this early on? That could actually be relevant. Could be very relevant. Remnant unit next to a Merchant of Steel. $60.50. Alright, hang on. Oh, come on! Because we didn't get the 75, now we can't go holdover -1 on the Subsuming Blade. Oh! Game, why? Maybe I take the Husk Hermit here, literally just to have some sweep on Wilderton's floor right now. Okay, that seems good. Then I can take the cost reduction on the Subsuming Blade still. I mean, all of the root seeds want a cost reduction. My plan was if I turn down the minion here, then I get 10 gold, I go for an Emberstone, and then I reroll and I go for another Emberstone in order to double cost reduce something, either 2 root seeds or super remove the cost of the Subsuming Blade. I think I will go for at least Subsuming Blade once. I need to be able to play that every time I draw it. And then I have to leave. 75 gold! Ah! Non-boss enemy units gain 4 extra damage. That really ought not matter, because by the time they get to the second floor, they're all dying instantly. Heck, if they get to the second floor. Thank you, Vine Grasp. Oh, that could have been worse. Alright, Subsuming Blade unfortunately doesn't have any targets to kill here, because I didn't put down a Molten Encasement in order for it to target that. That's a my bad right there. I'm going to get the extra 2 draw next turn. Yup. See what we can get done. And then I'm going to Subsuming Blade my own minion there. Bring it back for old time's sake and get a kill with it. Okay. We find a Pyro, Wildwood Sap, and Razor Sharp Edge. Pyro's not really going to go astray here, especially with the ability to draw 1 extra next turn with a bunch of these root seeds here. I also like Razor Sharp Edge as a way to buff our Wildenton. Actually, it's like really good. Actually, it's like too good to turn down. Rest of those are garbage here, though. Shattered Shell. I could try and take Shattered Shell. Do I want it? Really? I don't think so. I think I'm taking the money. I think I am very much looking towards this Wildenton build. Let's go over and get some higher health. When you draw any non-champion card, its cost is randomized between 1 and 3. You draw 3 extra every turn. 3 extra every turn is nice. We've got a cost reduction on the Subsuming Blade already. We could double cost reduce the focus growth in order to make that a lot more playable. I think I'm actually just going to go for the health there because there's not super expensive. I could have taken like the Hellhorned or the Umbra pick here and looked for something super expensive here. Probably going to go Hellhorned. In fact, will transcend him. Ally of the Ancients and Dark Deal. Dark Deal seems like the best here, just for low cost buff. Especially if I'm acting quickly and I have heals on my characters. Seems super useful. It's less useful in the final fight, obviously, as we can lose half of those stacks. But maybe we get double stack on the Dark Deal. Maybe we cost reduce that, and then maybe we dupe that card in the deck, and it really doesn't matter. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Pop a root seeds there. Train suit on the top floor and then pass. Yeah, unfortunately we're not at the ability to kill the forge themselves yet. Or at least weren't at the time, and we are now. We buff you again. Let's put the non-damage one out front. Go for Reform, and then set that up on the bottom floor to protect. Put a new Train Suit on the top. And yeah, that'll give us the ability to keep that around. Let's destroy that frontliner in order to make this a little easier on ourselves. Also, I'm using a Restoration Detonation here. Just for the extra healing and damage combined factor. Unfortunately, Molten Encasement is not going to be able to be played on the Wildenton floor here. So I really need my backliner to be doing enough damage here for it to actually overcome with that floor. Moment of truth. That's a bad truth right there. Don't like that truth at all. So if I heal you, you survive for 1 extra hit, which means we get another effectively 70 damage through. But if I buff my backliner, 27. So 3 lots against you, 4 lots against you, but the 4th lot kills. So 6. We get 60 extra damage if I put the Razor Sharp out. But then I can also put a Root Seeds out, which makes it about 70. Actually, no, because the Razor Sharp takes a hit off of the Husk Hermit. Yeah, so it's got to be that heal. We actually may end up just tanking this with the Higher. In fact, I strongly suspect that's what we're about to do. Ow, 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 ow. Good thing we went for all of that extra pyre health, eh? Wickless Recruitment, Cycle of Life, and Channel Song. I really like the idea of using the Cycle of Life in order to make sure that we still have a frontline unit that has a reasonable amount of HP on it. One of those. Gotta go for capacity, so I have the ability to put the Molten Encasement on the same floor. Alright. Here's a moment of truth. That's an Endless. We don't put the Endless on until we see... Sweet. There we go. Strangler. The thing is, now the only thing this deck needs to do is remove everything that's not a Molten Encasement. So I think what I'm going to do is get that, and then go here, and then purge that, purge that. I'm going to be very aggressively purging cards from this deck now. Sure. Give him Spell Shield, see what I can. Oh! Oh! Ooh. Ooh. You gotta love that. That's the perfect opening hand right there. Yeah, I already feel that. That's fine. I guess I still buff you. An encasement on the floor. They attack, but they're rooted to that floor, and then I get the Endless unit. I play it back down again, and then double buff you, and then they attack, and then we lose the Endless, so we get another charge. We do it again. And it goes on and on like this. Yeah, it turns out this one works pretty well, I think. Just seems to. I'm gonna get the extra draw next turn as well. I should have just used the dagger there, the piercing dagger. And Snap, Bramble Lash, and Focused Growth? Probably not. Mortal Entrapment. See, that'll be dazing the Seraph, but it'll be dazing the Seraph roughly equal to the amount of turns that I'm going to end up having in Stealth. Also, the Seraph is going to clear their own debuffs, so. I mean, now my spell upgrades are way more important, right? Because I need to scale with them. Seam removal, no, plus 10. Decrease the cost of Cycle of Life. Did I not decrease? I did decrease the cost of the Dark Deal. That makes sense. Alright, no need to do the rest of those. And then remove another card. Let's get a Primitive Mold out of here. All the Primitive Molds in this deck, basically at this point, are complete trash. We should probably choose future placements. Not on the trinkets, but literally just on whether or not there's an Unstable Vortex. We play spells in hand that cost less, reduces 0 cost for the rest of the turn. So Cycle of Life and Focus Growth would make the rest of my deck cost 0. Sure. Non-boss enemies get extra damage. Yeah, but who are they going to do it to? Sweep units are still a little bit of a problem for us. That's the thing I need to keep in mind. Sweep units. Unless I kill them first, in which case, no problem at all. I think I'm actually going to start the killing on my own Molten Encasement there. Do that. Kill it. Summon another one. Just for as much extra stealth as I can get out there as possible. Love it. One more, a little bit of extra HP on you, and then we can go for all of the rest of our buffs. That's... Yeah, Molten Encasement doesn't die unless I do it myself here, so I'll do it myself. And then... Seems good. Yep, we already got him. No need to complicate this by giving the enemy a target to hit or anything like that. The problem with Pyagro is if I get it early on, I don't have the ability to use it before I get the Molten Encasements. Resin removal. Removal debuff effects from friendly units and or buff effects from enemy units. I don't think I need it. I am becoming increasingly concerned that this run is lacking something that I cannot yet assess, and I will only assess at the point that I die due to lacking it. Extra doesn't really matter. Let's go for... no, we no longer want all of those necessarily cost decrease. The root seeds should all be decreased, though, so I can always play those. Holdover, there we go. Holdover on focus growth is actually pretty important. Holdover on cycle of life. Just every single turn, make all of my spells in hand free, as well as get plus 10 health, so that I can try and actually get my my frontliners to survive to enough attacks. That might be what I was looking for, frankly. And because of that, actually, focus growth should be reduced in cost as well. Because every turn, I'm going to play the other ones. Not having the ability to put the razor sharp shell on the holdover, or holdover on the razor sharp shell instead. Razor sharp edge, sorry. Instead was a little unfortunate because I do really need to be finding another way to scale my damage. If only we got the shattered shell instead of the husk hermit. It's just unfortunate that wasn't the first one that turned up. Right, we'll set up on the top floor here, give ourselves as much time as possible to buff. Husk hermit, encasement, and root seeds. I may routinely have to find ways to kill my own molten encasement here, at least early. So let's buff you, kill you, then roots. Roots. Yeah, that's a problem there. That's what that is. I think I actually have to use the cycle of life on someone else. I have to use it on another floor. And then I may just kill that target with Subsuming Blade, but I have to trigger its holdover. I need it in the next hand. So I'm actually also going to buff you. I'm going to heal you. Super buffing this Clip Reflector in the front line, but it shouldn't matter. Then I'll murder you as well. Alright. Casement on the top floor will Cycle of Life, Razor Sharp Edge to buff you. Seeds again for the buff on the back line, and get the extra draw next turn, pass. Okay, one more turn to do the same thing here. It's a lot of root seeds flown out on the backliner. Gotta love it. Sure. As long as we always get a subsuming blade kill when we can. Shattering Dark Shard is going to give us a weight of contrition to the top of the draw pile if we have something die on this floor, but we still do want the Molten Encasement to die on this floor, like, more than we want to avoid a single Scourge. Anything else? Not really. We'll get the extra draw for the next turn again. Alright. Another Molten Encasement, another Cycle of Life, because I don't think I can get the weight of contrition out here. Plus, we also get to avoid its damage. Then Molten Encasement didn't die last turn. Uh-oh. Maybe I should have killed it myself if I could have. Let's kill this one ourselves. Hopefully get one next turn that we can also kill. There we go. That one's there. And again, yes, we are also going to have to kill it ourselves. Donation on you. Buff. Buff. Heal. Out of that. Oh, no, I didn't kill the Molten Encasement. I was going to do it. With the destroy. The rage. Maybe the rage on the backliner is better? Oh, God, this is very close. This is uncomfortably close. Okay, Fine Grasp. And then let's buff you again and then destroy the frontliner. And okay. Oh, this is too close. We need multi-strike on the backliner. We're very soon going to get multi-strike on Wilderton through the second part of the Predator tree. So at the very least, we have that going for us. None of those. Straw, isn't it? Get to our build faster. I'm now deeply concerned this has no possibility of succeeding against Seraph the Chaste. How do I counter that? I don't have the ability to play 2 Cycles of Life in the same turn as a Molten Encasement, so duping the Cycle of Life doesn't really make sense. Duping Razor Sharp Edge is like growing twice as fast here. Subsuming Blade isn't actually good in this deck. God, is it actually Razor Sharp Edge? I think it might be. Double remove something else, double dupe the Razor... Yeah. Okay, it's remove other things and just dupe the Razor Sharp Edge, and the idea then becomes just scale so fast that we need less stealth to actually be able to do this. Giving Endless to another Molten Encasement, we didn't get the second capacity on the same floor, so it doesn't seem like a good idea, but... no, not Dark Deal. Dark Deal isn't the dupe. It has to be Razor Sharp Edge. There's the multi-strike. Dupe and Merchant of Steel in next area. This is going to be the wall, isn't it? No, it's not. It's the Neffel, the Wingless General with Trample. Non-boss enemy units enter his spikes. That's the only thing I can't deal with. Game! Why? How bad am I at dealing with that? Pretty bad. Like, really bad? Game's mean. Game's just being mean. Alright, let's go Will Denton. The Husk Hermit up on the top line. Let's Root Seeds you. Give him a Dark Deal, and then a... You have Sweep as well, don't you? Why am I buffing the backliner? I shouldn't be buffing the backliner. It should be... Well, Denton, Husk Hermit... Actually, like... Hang on. One more go. Because this is like an impactful decision here to be making at the very start. And again, nothing's changed about the board state. Let's... That... That makes sense. And this mold encasement should just die? Don't want it to take the space where I could otherwise put this mold encasement. I can even kill that this turn in order to make sure that we get it back next turn. A little bit of trigger out of it already. Yeah, our damage dealing unit had to change. Unfortunately, it is more and more difficult for us to kill that tomb ourselves. Or have it killed, rather. I think what I'm going to intentionally do here... I also move that to the front so that I don't get sapped at all. But I think what I'm going to intentionally do here is try and make sure that there's an enemy to kill my Molten Encasement every turn. Otherwise, I need to target it with my own Subsuming Blade, and that looks like this turn is going to be a target with my own Subsuming Blade kind of deal. The thinner the deck gets, the more easy it's going to be to target that with my Subsuming Blade. We can already see, like, the huge differential in damage scaling that we've managed to achieve here. Seeds. Seeds on them. Also destroy my unit just to make sure. Some stealth out of it while we can. Yeah, we're drawing basically the whole deck every turn right now. This has got to be more than enough, right? I'm trying to build a tank in so many different ways at the same time. Give it health, but also give it stealth. Health and stealth. The combo for... Oh, baby. You'll love to see it. The combo to end all other combos. All right, here's what I'm going to do because I need to know. So how many points of stealth do we still have on our targets by the time we reach this kill? We were reaching, 500-ish damage every attack with the Wildenton there at the end. That matters. That matters. Intent on death. Oh my god, that's just like extra triggers, isn't it? Decreases cost by 1, and then we can cast it every single turn. God, so I guess I'm not going to the Merchant of Steel anymore. I mean, I did want more card removal, so... Happy to see this. None of that seems relevant at all. I'm going to reroll just in case. Spells get an extra upgrade slot. Do my spells need an extra upgrade slot? Let's decrease the cost of Intent on Death and then reroll. Double stack. What is double stack affecting? Nothing. Decrease the cost of nothing. It's probably just purge a card. Honestly, like all of the rest of these help our draw. The Restoration Detonations are probably least useful. Then let's go another Molten Encasement Restoration Detonation. I mean, the other Molten Encasement could have just got played out of the deck, but... And then... Vine Grasp I like having in the deck thing. So, don't know. I think we're done. Now it's just whether or not this cool thing that I managed to do here is just completely countered by Seraph the Chaste. I saw that it was possible, and I had to try. If it falls over here, that's fine. Yee. Okay. Don't like that we don't have the ability to set up on the top floor, but that's how it's be. That's how it's be. Very important we Cycle of Life. Very important we double Root Seed. Let's get the encasement out front. Buff you. Damage, 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 damage. Subsuming blade my own minion? Yeah. If nothing else, to help the subsuming blade grow. No, my stealth! I built that! Stop taking my stealth away. Let's do these. Kill my own minions. Just so that I don't get the Pyre Wings actually sweeping through us. Do I want to kill the Pyre Wings this round? Yeah, if I kill the Pyre Wing, then I don't have to worry about it. Oh god, I'm losing my stealth every single turn right now. That's not good. Oh, it's 10-1. Okay, so it does come back with 1. Interesting. I was wondering how it would deal with that. Buffing a unit to death. Okay. Goes there. We'll cycle of life the frontliner again. All of my rage on that backliner keeps getting taken away, so I think we use the rage to kill our frontliner and then everything else to buff. The more I do this, the less I feel like this is going to be, how do I say, possible? And that gravely concerns me. Let's throw 47 damage against you right now because I am starting to panic. Again. And we double deal on you. Keep buffs, buffs, buffs. Destroy you. I like that we're getting some damage through the back line while we're doing that, though. Root seeds, root seeds, root seeds. Keep getting that extra draw. I mean, just subsuming blade against you. Kill that so I can get more for the next turn. Okay, we do get a huge amount of turns of endless here. Okay, yeah, we have enough because we haven't even got the turns of endless out of this turn. Cycle of life. Intent on death. And then buff you again. Kill you. Buff. Yeah, it turns out permarooting is an extremely powerful strategy. Oh, I had underestimated Wildenton significantly. I've been having a lot more fun with Wildenton recently than I thought. I thought, like, out of all of the newly introduced champions that Wildenton previously, I thought was maybe the most straightforward and boring. But I think that was because I wasn't necessarily appreciating the breadth of things you can do with him. Because, my god. That's one thin deck right there. Getting back to some TDD days, thin deck daddy. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Monster Train, specifically friends and foes. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself, so it's a playlist in the description down below with all my content in this game, past, present, and future. And hopefully we'll see you next time.